See, that is a lie. You feel comfort because you know it's going to stay. Yeah, but there is still a minimum level of like height, physical attractiveness, like level of charisma
100%.
that he has to meet. This is one of the things, because girls leave these fucking weird signals that really throw dudes off when they're like, yeah, I just care that he treats me well, and it's okay if he has a dad bod. And then I look at who you date, and I'm like, no, that linebacker you're dating doesn't have a dad bod. Like, you're saying,
down under.
You're saying that isn't true, and it's really frustrating for dude. It's really frustrating. Do you understand how frustrating it is for men? I remember when I had Elizabeth Chevalier on here on my podcast, and she's telling me all these qualities of men that she wants to date, and then she talks about her ex, and she's like, yeah, he's a narcissist. I'm like, wait, you just told me the f***ing qualities of the man you want to date, and the guy that you're dating is none of those things. And I was like, just stop for a second. Be a man listening to you right now. Do you understand how confusing this is and frustrating this is? Listening to you guys tell us what you want in a man and then going after Chad from Thunder from Down Under. Do you understand the problem?
Okay.
I'm sorry, not actually Chad. Shout out to Chad. There's a dude. Hold on. Sorry. There's a guy. No, hold on. Sorry. There's a guy. Stop. There's a guy named Chad who works with Thunder Down Under. I love you, man. I'm sorry, bro. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. I'm sorry. So hold on. Sorry. In the manosphere, they say Chad Thundercock. Chad is like a Karen. You know what a Karen is?
Yeah.
A Chad is just a good-looking guy. There is a guy named Chad who works with Thunder from Down Under. Yes.
Giga Chad.
Yes. It's Masha's ex. Yes, for sure.
When you hear like very exceptionally attractive women say like, "Oh yeah, I'm into the dad bod," and you know damn well that they're really not into it. I think it was on our very first show. We were sitting here. I was making this comparison. I was saying, what calendar sells the most? Is it the Thunder from Down Under calendar, or Chippendales calendar, or is it the dad bod calendar? Which one outsells the other one when it really comes down to it? And the honest truth is it's going to be the hot guy, and the hot fireman calendar is going to be what's going to outsell. So there is an arousal factor that I think that we kind of just have to clear the air and just like call bullshit, cut it kind of thing. So when we're talking about like the dad bod thing, or we're talking about like, oh yeah, I'm really into a guy who's into puppy dogs and rainbows and has to be funny and everything. There's that aspect where guys realize that, okay, maybe there's something to that, but for the most part, what they're seeing online is they're seeing like beautiful women getting with beautiful guys, right? So when I see a guy like Chris Williamson, for example, trying to explain away why women are really actually into the dad bod because he's a better bet for their children's future, and he's less likely to go cheat because he's not as attractive to other women, and so therefore they feel safer and comfortable with this guy because they know that not very many other women want to get with that guy, and so it's like dads versus cads, right? It's like, and so what gets me is like a guy who looks like Chris Williamson, who, by the way, if you ever see his site, it's like his main splash page is him with like a V taper, and he's like a 6-pack abs, looks like he's a bodybuilder kind of guy. He was on like a Paradise Island or Total Drama Island or whatever it was back in the day, and now he's got a podcast, and he has people on like Rob Henderson, like Dr. David Buss has been on his show, and I'm like, why are you promoting this? Because the guys already don't believe this stuff, but now you're buying into this and then making content developed because you have bought into this.
We talked about this before. What ends up happening is if you were to get pregnant, your pair bonded partner would start to produce what's called prolactin, and he would get fatter because from an evolutionary standpoint, he's going to get less sleep. Evolution has selected he knows he's going to get less sleep, so he has to contract more fat. Does that make sense?
Caloric deficit.
He eats with you too.
Yeah, correct. And he eats with you. So that's what happens. What happens for women from an evolutionary standpoint, their ancestors would see that extra weight and be like, this is a man who's going to stay with me while we take care of the child for the first 3 years. And so what you feel is comfort towards him, not attraction. You don't look at this fat, pasty dude and you're like, my vagina is wet because he's fat and pasty. That is a lie. You feel comfort because you know this motherfucker is going to stay. That's what I'm saying. That was my whole problem, because what happens is you have these super hot girls saying, you know what, I really love the dad bod. And I'm a performance coach, and I'm sitting there trying to teach men to go to the gym. It's like, no, but that girl that FHM model you had on said she likes dad bods. And I'm like, dude, you're just f***ing it up for all of us when you do this. But women will say that. You can't ask the deer how to catch the deer, right?
Doma's going to do something. I know where you're going to go. Go ahead.
I actually, dad bods, I mean, it's not that that's attractive to me. What's really attractive to me is humor and the fact that they are comfortable with themselves, even though they know they ain't, they're not a Thunder Down Under guy. That's sexy to me. Like that's hot, that you can live within yourself, even if you're not super fit, and make me laugh.
So how old are you?
I'm 28.
28, 33.
33.
30.
30.
28.
Do you find that the guys that you're attracted to now, maybe your new boyfriend, are different than the guys
when you were in your early 20s?
When you were in 23, let's just say.
To be honest, I feel like I had it right back in the day.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
What was different?
Because I feel as though you're more primal when you're younger.
So more alpha characteristics is what you were attracted to.
And then through experience and time, you get hurt, and then you want more of the comfort. But then at the end of the day, I don't know, the whole
You want to be primal again?
Yeah, you want to be primal again. When the whole ancestor thing that you're talking about. So I feel like back in the day when everything was primal, like, you'd see a man that was working, like men are hunter-gatherers and women, take care of things, stay at home. If I see a man that works hard and that's built, immediately, like my senses are going. Like if I see a man that works out, it's like my pussy's fucking wet. Yeah. But like if I see a man that, again, coming from what I was just with, that I thought I wanted, nothing. Like I literally went to the doctor because I thought something was wrong with me and that I never wanted to have sex. I never, felt alive. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. And so I'm thinking like, okay, something must be wrong with me. And then you meet the right person that does take care of themselves, that is more masculine, that is more alpha. You want to fuck all the time. So I think, it just depends. And I think that some women get convinced that they do want the beta, they do want the comfort, they don't want to get cheated on. They don't want a man where all the other women are giving him attention and trying to get with him. You know what I'm saying?
So you do admit that other women being attracted to him is an attraction trigger for you.
Hell yeah.
Be the guy that other men want to be and other women want to.
Have you changed the men that you're attracted to since your early 20s to right now?
I think every person I've ever dated has been completely different. There's not really like a type.
Well, I feel like Natty's just on a journey. She's just been.
No, really, my whole life has just been a journey
like
of
it's just
figuring
been
out
one
what
journey.
I do
And
like.
It started in Yosemite.
Seriously. Are you attracted to a different type of man now?
I have the same like physical attraction, like that hasn't changed, but as far as like what I'm looking for personality wise is completely different.
What's the difference?
So like back then it was more of like I just want somebody to have fun with, who like I'm just mainly attracted to, want to have sex with all the time. But now I'm looking for somebody who like doesn't make me feel like, it's kind of sad, but like doesn't make me feel like I'm hard to love, like I'm too much, like somebody who is very emotionally mature, can handle me like at my worst times.
I would imagine the guy you're with, because you work with him, understands some of the things that you go through better than the average guy who might be like, oh, you're a cocktail server, you're around rich dudes all the time.
Oh, he's so secure, it's annoying.
Yeah. Okay. So that's you, and you've dealt with the opposite, where he
100%.
couldn't deal with it. Right.
Yeah. My last ex was like, he was so unhappy that I got wet. He's like, really? So yeah, it's complete like night and day.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, when a man's not proud of you,
Yeah.
and when they can't handle how much you're doing for yourself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's the most unattractive thing.
Yeah.
100%.
There's that quote, and it says, you either build with a busy man or you babysit a broke one.
Ooh.
And that's real ass shit.